This is the High School Football America podcast for April the 13th, 2020. I'm Jeff Fisher. The High School Football America podcast is brought to you by GameStrat, America's premier sideline instant replay system with outstanding reliability and great customer service, plus different plans priced right for every coach's budget. To get a demo, go to GameStrat.com or click on the GameStrat banner ad located on every page of HighSchoolFootballAmerica.com. Well, hoping everyone had a blessed Easter Sunday yesterday, and Trish Hoffman and I, partner in crime and co-founder of High School Football America, spent the day cooking together. Actually, I did a lot of time cooking for her, some pancakes, some sausage in the morning, and then a rack of lamb in the evening. And during that time and over the entire weekend, Trish and I were, talking about various things that High School Football America can do during this very tough time for our country. And what we came up with is something that's kind of been bothering us for a while. We are a small business and competing in a world of media outlets that are usually conglomerates. And it's been really, really sad over the last 4 or 5 years to see how many of our colleagues have lost their jobs at media outlets, small and large. And the ones that I think have been hurt the most have been those that cover high school sports. Very, very hard hit during downsizing. Some have completely shut down their high school sports coverage, which is, that's a real blow to the local communities. I mean, think about it. These outlets were, promoting your student athletes. So that might be your son, your daughter, your niece, your nephew. They were promoting coaches who are giving so much time in the community and, the teams and therefore the community itself. And that's always what High School Football America has been built upon, which is, promoting those 4 pillars that we've talked about ever since, 2004 when High School Football America began its journey to try and be the voice, the storytelling voice for America, telling the story of America through the lens of high school football. And we're now thinking that maybe there's a way to use this platform that we have here with all of our loyal listeners and readers to try and help some of our less than fortunate sports journalist friends who have been laid off, whether it's they've lost their job completely or during COVID-19 with nothing to cover, being furloughed, at least for the time being. So what we decided to do, and we hope that everybody gets involved in this, is we've decided to start a GoFundMe account to hire our colleagues who have lost their sports writing job. What we'll do is we'll hire them as freelance sports reporters for High School Football America, and that will allow them to return to the career that many of them just so love. I mean, you don't make any money in this, folks. I mean, I've worked at the highest level, and the money's not all that great. And it was better back in the day when I was working at Fox Sports in Chicago. So the idea is to try and find a way to put some money back into their pockets that they can put into their household budgets. So what we came up with was this GoFundMe account. And what we're thinking is the best way to do it is let's start with a goal of $30,000, which I know sounds like a lot. But what that will do is it will allow us to pay each freelance reporter $150 per story that will air here on High School Football America's podcast or on highschoolfootballamerica.com. And that will get us 200 high school football stories. Now, they're going to have to be creative about this. Obviously, there's social distancing, but hey, all of our colleagues out there know how to enterprise, and they're going to find out a way to do some stories and give more coverage to high school sports at a time when nothing's going on. I mean, our hearts, Trish's heart and my heart goes out to all of these seniors during spring sports that are not going to have the opportunity to enjoy that final year unless they're going on to play college sports, and we know many of them do not. So they are really missing out on a rite of passage, I guess, is the best way to put it. So we've got this $30,000 goal on GoFundMe. So we'd like you to go on there and let's bring a little bit of joy to some people out there who haven't had any joy. The way it's going to work, how we're going to find the journalists. Well, first off, obviously I've got a Rolodex of a lot of these people, and I'm going to reach out to them, those that I know have been laid off. But I'm also going to rely on the coaches around the country. I mean that have seen their coverage of their team go down. Let me know out there who does not have a job right now, who lost their job, and we're going to give them a byline back. And the way we're going to do do it so you know that every penny of this goes to the reporters. None of it's coming to High School Football America. We're just a conduit. What we're going to do is you've probably seen how pieces of art are numbered. You've probably seen a print maybe down in the corner. You'll see something that says 1 of something or 5 of something. So in that vein, every person that we hire to write a story is going to receive a 1 of 200, 2 of 200, 3 of 200, and so on and so forth. And that'll be right at the top by their byline until we use up the $30,000. Now, of course, if we top our goal, and I believe we will, I think we're going to catch fire with this. We're going to use that additional money to just hire more reporters and get more stories out there. And they're going to be doing everything from, as I said, creating stories, writing stories, doing podcasts, whatever it is. They're going to get enterprising, and it's all going to appear here on highschoolfootballamerica.com and continue to promote and get us ready for the 2020 high school football season, which I do believe that it will happen. I have no doubt. I'm a positive thinker. I'm a manifester. If we all put our mind to this, we are going to have 2020 high school football season. So, if you know someone out there, feel free to reach out to us on our Twitter account at HSFB America on Facebook. We're going to be putting this to as many places as we can to try and help these, I'm calling them sidelined reporters, because that's truly what they are. They've been sidelined by what's going on right now in the profession. Now, I got to be honest with you. There's a part of me that says, well, you're putting yourself out there. What's going to happen? Are you going to be able to reach this goal? I have no doubt. It may be a slow burning fire at first, but it will catch fire. Trust me on that. We are going to reach out to all our media friends around the country to spread the word. And, if you can afford $1, even if you can't afford to put any money into this, what we would ask is that you go on your social media outlets, whether it's Instagram or Twitter or Facebook, and just share it with people and see if we can help some of the people right now who are, not, they're sidelined. It's the only way that you can say it. And here's the way I'm really kind of couching it to, everybody out there. I think of it this way. If you're a former high school athlete or a coach, a former coach, you've all been interviewed probably by a local sports reporter at one time or another. So this would be a great way to give back to these people that came out there and, told your story or your team story or your community story. I think it's just, a fabulous way to give back. And again, it doesn't have to be, we'll cobble together a bunch of small donations. And as soon as we can get that first 150 in the books, we're going to definitely start cranking out the stories and finding some. I had a reporter last night from Jacksonville who reached out and just kind of told me his story of how he's sidelined right now. There's no sports to cover, no high school sports. We're all, doing what we can to get rid of the virus by sheltering in place, making sure we're staying at home and doing all those good things. So I hope this appeals to you and that we can help these people out there. It's really a good cause. So all you have to do is go to GoFundMe. We're going to have the links up all over the place. You're never going to have a problem trying to figure out how you donate, whether you follow us on Twitter, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, or on Instagram, whatever way possible, we are going to have the link there for you. And the best way to do it right now for today is the story is right at the top of highschoolfootballamerica.com. It's our lead story. You can see exactly why we are doing this, how we're laying it out. Again, every penny will go to the reporters. It is all about the reporters getting gigs and America being able to listen to or read. Some of these stories will have video. There's a lot of video out there that's already done that we can add that to the stories. It's going to be a great way to help people and get everybody excited. As I've been saying throughout the last 3 to 4 weeks with this podcast, get our minds off of the news of the day. We are going to come out of this at some point. I believe it's going to be sooner than later, but this is kind of a cool way to do it. I mean, thinking of, the fall, the lights, all of that stuff, it makes a difference. Positive thinking makes a difference, and I appreciate you taking the time to listen to me talk about this today. Please feel free to spread the word, and together we can make a difference. The High School Football America podcast is brought to you by GameStrat, America's premier sideline instant replay system with outstanding reliability and customer service, plus different plans priced right for every coach's budget. To get a demo, go to GameStrat.com or click on the GameStrat banner ad located on every page of HighSchoolFootballAmerica.com. You've been listening to the High School Football America podcast, and I'm Jeff Fisher.